the Lose Your First 10 Pounds TM workshop. The decision is now yours. You've seen all the proof. All the results people just like you have received. All the reasons why the Lose Your First 10 Pounds workshop is an excellent decision for you and your health. You can also check what people are saying. Go to the official website. So now you've got a choice. 1. Do nothing and give up. But let me ask you this, if you did nothing today and looked back 3 months from now, do you think that would be a good decision? Of course not. You're here because you're frustrated. You're here because you want a better life for yourself. A healthier, happier, more fulfilled life. And I'm guaranteeing that for you or you don't pay. But let me ask you this, if you did nothing today and looked back 3 months from now, do you think that would be a good decision? Of course not. You're here because you're frustrated. You're here because you want a better life for yourself. A healthier, happier, more fulfilled life. And I'm guaranteeing that for you or you don't pay. 2. Or you can try the Lose Your First 10 Pounds workshop absolutely risk-free. You can prove to yourself that you're the type of person who takes action and creates their own destiny. The type of person who's inspired by others' success and knows that they can expect the same results if they follow the same simple, proven system. The type of person who has the courage to change their own future. The choice is yours, of course, but I think it's a clear choice. The fact is, today is the perfect opportunity to invest in the Lose Your First 10 Pounds workshop at no risk. So you can finally achieve the body of your dreams while enjoying more energy and confidence. So you can look in the mirror and be proud of what you see in the reflection. And so you can become the person that your friends talk about because you're such an inspiration and success story. I know you have it in you. I believe you can do this because I've helped thousands of people just like you do it as well. And I want you to become my next amazing success story like those you see on this very page. So I hope you make the decision to join us today and feel what it's like to live inside a healthy, fit, confident body. Most diets only help you lose water weight. In the first few weeks, they've developed tricks and techniques to suck water out of your cells so you lose weight quickly. But not all weight is equal. These diets are only good at helping you lose water weight, not fat. It's a magic trick to convince you it's working when it's really not. It's mean. It's unfair. It's downright despicable. Because while you might lose a couple of pounds the first week on most diets, they actually set you up for failure long term. They throw you into their customer prison. And the only reward for getting out is regaining the weight. These companies have entire marketing teams dedicated to finding new ways to keep you locked into their products and trapped for life. These evil geniuses center the results around the products you're buying from them. This means if you ever stop buying their memberships, pills, shakes, bars, apps, prepackaged foods, and meal delivery services, you instantly fail and quickly regain the weight. That's why it's not your fault you've struggled to lose weight. You've been spending your hard-earned money on programs designed to give you short-term results, but actually, sabotage your ability to stay healthy and fit. They teach you the wrong mentality about weight loss and try to control your thoughts and actions, rather than giving you the ability to control your future and your body. But on top of everything I just mentioned, there's actually one main reason that every diet is doomed to fail. They wreck your metabolism. Your metabolism is your body's ability to burn fat at rest. It controls how many calories you burn while you're resting, relaxing, working, eating, and especially sleeping. It's your body's own fat-burning factory that runs in the background 24 hours a day, helping you burn off everything you ate. And it's responsible for nearly 70% of the results you can expect while dieting. 1. Yet most diets try to force you to practically starve yourself, which breaks your metabolism. They rely on low calories to force fat loss. They rely on lowering carbohydrates, even though carbohydrates, the right ones, directly increase your metabolism. That doesn't really make much sense, does it? You might already know that your metabolism is directly linked to the number of calories you eat. When you suddenly start eating a lot fewer calories, it thinks you're starving. It then slows down to try and conserve your energy. This is why you often feel tired when dieting. That's your metabolism slowing down to a crawl. Now here's why all this is so important. The average person spends about 1.5 hours eating and 30 minutes exercising each day. That means you're only spending 2 out of 24 hours actively controlling your weight. Meanwhile, your metabolism is running in the background 24 hours a day. Think about that for a moment. If your metabolism is responsible for 70% of your results like I just mentioned, doesn't it make sense to eat in a way that maximizes your metabolism to work for you rather than against you? Of course, it does. And fortunately, I've discovered a scientifically proven way to do that. Without giving up your favorite foods. Without torturing yourself with grueling exercise that sucks the energy out of you. Without counting calories, carbs, points, or anything else. Without eating so little you're practically starving every day. Without carving another notch out of your confidence with yet another failed weight loss attempt. And is completely sustainable for results that last the rest of your life, not just a few weeks or months. It all started back in the early 1990s. Believe it or not, I actually learned it from bodybuilders. Now, before I go any further, don't worry. I promise I'm not about to tell you to eat, or work out like a bodybuilder. But what I realized was that while everyone else in the world failed their diet time after time after time again, bodybuilders were able to consistently get as lean as they wanted. They were using science and strategy to get their body fat down to extraordinarily low levels. And they did it like clockwork, without fail. Their diets were so dialed in, they could consistently estimate exactly what weight they would hit on exactly what date. Many times as much as 16 weeks out. Plus, everything they did was backed by real, proven science, which was then tested and validated in real-world settings with real people, not mice or other lab animals. But as great as that sounds, there was one big problem. Only bodybuilders could do it because it was complicated, time-consuming, and restrictive. So, I made it my mission in life to study the science behind what they were doing and figure out how to take their extremely effective principles and adapt them for busy professionals in a way that's simple, convenient, and enjoyable, so it's sustainable long-term. I began studying what they were doing. I studied the science behind their dieting systems to see what was so unique about each one of their strategies. And I tried figuring out how they could eat so much food and get so incredibly lean. And that's when I discovered the power of nutrient synthesis. What I realized is that these people weren't just eating healthy. They were eating strategically by combining specific types of foods at specific times. Now, you may have already heard about food combining. It's the art of combining specific foods, at specific times, to achieve specific outcomes within your body. And while it works very well for many people, this is not that. I've discovered a simple tweak to the traditional food combining philosophy that activates a rare process inside your metabolism I call metabolic fusion. Fusion is the process of combining two or more elements to create a synergistic multiplier, making it thousands of times more powerful than each of them separately. It creates some of the most powerful energy in the universe, like stars and hydrogen bombs. And the great news is, I've discovered how to activate metabolic fusion to rapidly accelerate the fat-burning process. Let me explain with a simple example. Most people would agree that an apple is healthy food. After all, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Not necessarily. You see, While an apple contains many valuable nutrients, it can also spike your insulin. Insulin spikes train your body to store fat even if you're in a calorie deficit. Increase hunger so you end up eating more. And slow your metabolism. Too. Yet if you combine that same apple with other foods that block your insulin from spiking, none of that happens. That same apple transforms from making you fat to making you both healthy and fit. By making one small tweak, which actually happens to be eating more food. Smile. See what I mean about eating strategically? You can actually eat the same or more calories, yet experience wildly different results while enjoying the process.